Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Pete Ward here on People TV, brought to you by Business and Beyond. And I am live across LinkedIn, Facebook and YouTube. And today I am coming to you from Auckland, New Zealand, and I'm going to be talking about making your marketing and sales as simple as 1, 2, 3 and as easy as ABC. And we're going to be doing a little bit of an interactive whiteboard session here as well, just to give you a little bit of a tip and a tool. But first of all, I'd like to talk about something very exciting for me. This is a Trailblazers 2, a book that has multiple authors, and I have been privileged to be a contributing author to this book. I have a chapter in here which is called The Boat Theory, Stop Casting Lines and Start Reeling in Real Results. Get it? Get it? Real? All right, so there's a chapter in this book here. These are available. They'll be on my website. They'll be on everybody's website who's in here. Monique Bradley is one of the authors. So you can't really see it, but my picture's up there and her picture's right there. So if you know Monique or you follow her, you'll see that. There's lots of people in there. It's very, very, very good read. I have actually previously done a live on the boat theory and have explained it to you, so you can have a bit of a search on that. I believe it was episode 1 of this whole podcast. So coming to you here from the studio. I'm normally over behind the scenes over that way, but today we've got the lovely Monique Bradley, who's in charge of everything that's going on over there, and I'm over here for once, so this is good. I've moved half of my controls over here so I can reach them just out of camera. And it's all going very well. So let's crack into it. We're talking about making your sales and marketing as easy as 1, 2, 3, as simple as 1, 2, 3, and as easy as ABC. Now, what I'm talking about there is I'm going to ask Monique if we can flick over to the overhead cam there. Here we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is I've got a big bit of paper here, and we're going to have a go at this. So we were talking there, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then of course down the side here we're going to have A, B, C. So we've got a little bit of a matrix going on. Just maybe draw a couple of lines. Okay, now what do these all stand for? Well, if you if we could just pop to that 2 up there, macro 1. Got it. Great, here we go. So the magic of TV, here I am. I'm staring at the other camera now so I can talk to you while I'm filling this all in, and you can still see exactly what I'm doing. So what we have here is stepping across. The first one, of course, is brand awareness. So awareness. Okay, right. And I know you've heard of that, and that's cool. So we're going to look in here. This is engagement. And of course here is conversion. I'm going to have to abbreviate because I ran out of room. Okay, so that's all very simple, okay? Nice and easy. That's how I like to split the sales funnel up, to help just make it so simple. And obviously in the first column with your awareness, you've got to get people to know who you are. So if they don't know who you are and they don't know your services, you've got to think about ways that you can get in front of them. And that brings me to the first A, which is audience. Okay, so we're popping that audience up there. Okay, so now we can draw another line in here. I do like my matrices or matrices. And we've got the second one here, of course, engagement. You've got to get people engaged and following you and staying engaged. And this type of, right in here, your middle of the sales funnel, basically, so they know who you are and they know exactly what you offer. Now you've got to give them more content. You've got to give them more stuff to keep them occupied. And then once they've consumed that extra content that you want to give them. We're talking about conversion content marketing here. It's about you're actually giving them good content, but you're also allowing the call to action to come through. You're not pushing it hardcore on people, but you are saying, hey, if you like this, you can come and get more. Come and see me on my website. And in fact, if we just do that for a little bit, you should see my website's going to scroll across the bottom there. So it's peatward.tv. It's pretty easy to find. Okay, so we've got conversion. This is where your sales are going to happen. You're going to make your sales over here. You can see stepping backwards 3, 2, 1 is that over here in the conversion stage, in the sales of the actual making the sale, you're not just going to jump from 0 all the way to 3 without taking them on this beautiful journey. And I've got another matrix of my customer journey, which I'm not going to go into just yet. You'll have to watch that on another video. So we're talking about the audience here of the ABCs, right? So we're going to make this as easy as ABC. You've got an audience. Any guess what the B is? Stands for budget. Very, very, very important to get this budget out of the way really up front. So there's no point in going, hey, we want to do all these amazing things with our marketing and sales campaigns this year. And then you basically go, well, how much budget do I have? And you realise that you don't really have enough budget because you haven't looked at it first. So that's why it's second in the queue. And, of course, C down here, just put that up a little bit there. I've obviously panned that out a little bit too wide. C here is content. Okay, so I'm going to draw the line through here. Make it nice and easy. Okay, so now we've got our squares. Now we can start talking about them. All right, in the awareness up here, you've got A, an audience, and 1 is the awareness. Okay, so what we're going to do there is we're going to think about who that audience is. Okay, so that audience is going to be pretty cold. So for a start, we're just going to say it's pretty cold because over here, your audience is going to be pretty hot or very warm at least. Okay, these guys are warming up. Okay, so they're getting warmer because you're going, radio, cool, we've reached out. Somebody's seen an ad of ours or they're interested, they've gone to the website and they've clicked, they've had a look, or they've watched one of your videos, which is where we're going to jump down to C in a minute. And it's very easy to do right now is what type of content do you need down in the C, down in your content for brand awareness. Okay, because the content you're going to have in your brand awareness is going to be different than the content in your conversion, and it's going to be different to the content in your engagement. Now, let's just say we're going to run a Facebook campaign, ads campaign, right? We're going to put money into this, okay? So now we jump back into B, and we're going to go, okay, how much are we going to put into this first stage, and what are we spending on? Okay, so how much? And so what you do is you're going to go, okay, cool. So people don't really know much about our brand yet. So let's do a brand video. So we start and we'll go through, all these different types of videos in another episode. But basically you're going to do a branding video, which is going to be a lot softer. It's going to be an overarching, who do you stand for, what values do you have. It's not a hard sell. It's not a buy our products, buy our products, buy our products. People have got to get to know who you are. So we start with the who up there, right? The audience that you want to start there. Now there's 3 places you can start with an audience straight away that you probably are not even sure that you have. The first is an email database. Okay, so if you've got a database of emails of people that have already engaged in your company or with your company, okay, you can start there. And you can load them in as a custom audience into Facebook. And Facebook goes away and looks for them. And if they use the same email address, it hashes them for an anonymity and puts them into the audience list for you. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to go, hey, cool. And so once you've done that, you're good to go. We could run that campaign straight away because basically you could just target those people that you've already got emailed. However, the only issue with that is they might have already bought from you and know about you and maybe are already a customer or maybe not interested in your services even though somehow you got their email address. So what do you do there? Well, it's a thing called a lookalike audience. And in Facebook, you can take your custom audience and you make a lookalike audience very easily. And all it is Facebook goes through quite handily for you and finds all of the people that look like your current email database. So they have the same type of demographics, they like the same pages, all of those sort of things. You can look up all of the things that Facebook uses. It uses probably over 100 data points, I would say, just to make up those demographics. So you got your first one there. The second one is actually, if you've done this correctly, you've got a beautiful audience that you can build directly from your website. Now, if you've hooked, so Facebook has this little thing called a pixel, and sorry if I'm teaching you suck eggs because you kind of know these things, but I just want to make it nice and simple for everyone who's watching this for the first time and going, oh, I didn't know about that. What's a pixel? So a pixel is a little transparent little image that Facebook puts into, and basically into every page on your website as your people are browsing. Facebook is tracking. They're scary, eh? But not really. But it's happening. Google's doing it too. Everyone's doing it. FBI. Okay, so back to the pixel. So you got this pixel, and everybody is doing things on your website. Now you can build an audience in Facebook based on those pixel views or your page views. You can do all sorts of fancy things, like somebody added something to a cart and didn't purchase. You can track them down and send them the content from that. Of course, lookalike audience. You can build the lookalike audience of people that look like the people who have been to your website. See how handy that is? You don't even have to know who they are. Facebook's going to take care of all of that. So you could build up, so if you had 300 hits on your website, you could build that maybe, just guessing, you could build it out into 3,000 people. Depends on how wide you want to go with your, with your spreading your percentage of what doesn't quite look the same as those people. So you can go up to 10% variation. Okay, and the third one here is video views. You can target people based on video views. So the idea is to spend money on this video to get video views. And now what happens over here in the engagement, the content you make here, you're going to make more product or services videos there, okay? Because now you've got them interested. Tell you what else you can do there, FAQs. Really good idea to put all your list of FAQs, think about 10 of them, and then just make 10 videos answering the FAQs. So if somebody's always asking you the same thing, you can do it in a video. So then obviously ABC, this audience, it's going to be those people. Simple. Plus a lookalike audience. Okay? Same thing. You're just going to use those audiences again, but the more pixel views you get, boom, of course you're going to add. So this audience is less reliant on your email database because you're sending videos and pixel, sending in the link in your ads, in your ad campaign, the link is sending people to your website to check out or to download something or do something, right? So that's when you're building your pixel views from this video. So you're spending that money to spend it on the video, it's driving them to those two places. You started here with your email, which gets you going, and then you're building up your video views over here and your pixel views. So now you've got two great audiences you can combine together, make a lookalike out of them, and then all you have to do is decide how much you're going to spend at this level. So see how simple it is? It's simple and it's easy. So you've got your content down here, you've got your FAQs. You might split your budget across 10 FAQs, for example. All right, that's fine. Now those people here are driving in to here. So the more people here grows the people here. See how you're actually growing audiences as you're going, you're building them up. You're actually not decreasing them, you're actually increasing them. So now we get over to the conversion. So they've seen all of this, they like it, they know your products very well because you've showed them with all of the video content here. So what do you have here? You can literally have a call to action ad. It could even be just a graphic because you don't even need a video anymore. However, that's a cool idea to do a video still saying buy our stuff, because now you can say buy our stuff because you've got them from all the way over here all the way to here. So now you can go buy my stuff, and then all you need to do is work out how much you're going to spend on the buy my stuff. Now that's when it's really good to be able to see the stats on your conversions, your click-through rates, CTR, and you've got your ROI terms, all of these things that you can start measuring here. So it's basically if you're spending, well, one of the things I did, I spent $30 here, seriously, on one ad, and basically it returned a $2,000 inquiry, and the person was, yep, cool. So that $2,000 spread over a year, but still $2,000. So that's great. So $30 to the right people. We used the email list over here and a lookalike. Person saw it, he got in touch with the business and said, I saw your ad, I want your services. How cool is that? Freaking cool, really, actually. So you can see here, all you got to do is the audience here, of course, feeds across from here and from your email database. And why do you do that? Because they were previously engaged with your company, so you don't have to warm them up because they already know about you, they already know what you do. They might just want it, which is basically what happened with this guy. He found out, he literally had heard of the company, never interacted with them, got picked up from a lookalike audience, boom, done. Excellent. So this could be 10 ads, 10 videos, maybe, or it could be one video, just one. If you've just got one product to flog, you just go hard on that. The good thing is these video views can feed back into your audience. So that gives you another audience. Now what you can do that after this has all happened, then you can do things like retargeting, and I'm not going to get into that just yet, that's another one, and retargeting. And you can do things like people visited a page and did not buy, or an added to cart and didn't complete. So after all of that, then you can get really tricky and spend your money. So if you're making money here already by people now buying your products when they weren't over here, remember we started with 0. Now they're buying your products, you're spending money, and you're getting more money in the door, you're getting a return. And so then you can start getting real fancy with those extra layers or levels. You can do landing pages. You can say somebody went to this particular landing page on our website and didn't then ring us, or didn't convert, or didn't purchase. Send them another ad and keep chasing them and keep sending them an ad until they give in. So yeah, so there we go. Okay, that's excellent. So there you have it. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3 and as easy as ABC. So I hope you enjoyed that. Just remember, for anyone who's still watching, you can find out more about the Trailblazers. So I'm officially an author now. I'm a published author, which is very exciting for me. First time, which is good. And that's probably me for the day. There's lots more I could talk about, but I think that's the main important things. And I've given you a good little framework there. So I'm in Auckland. It's just the middle of the day here. Wherever you are, have a good day. I hope you're enjoying yourself. And check out my website, peatward.tv, and we'll catch you next time. So thanks. See ya.